Welcome to the last episode of WaterparkRangers Let's Play Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. This is it. We're finally coming down to the very end. We are going to finish getting all of the wizard cards in this episode and complete the 100% run. If all goes successfully. I hope that it will.
I collect famous witches and wizards cards. Do you? I'll give you card number 75, Mungo Bonham, for number 13, Andros the Invincible.
Okay, let's swap. Here you are.
So these last ones we are getting by trading off the things we bought from Fred and George's shop.
Number 75, Mungo Bonham.
That's Mungo from the hospital mentioned in the book series.
I collect famous witches and wizards cards. Do you? I'll give you a card number 61, Havelock Sweeting, for a number 77, Norvel Twonk.
And
Okay,
that's the
let's
kid who I
swap.
think sounds like Malfoy's voice
Here you
actor.
are.
Just has that kind of voice, somewhat nasally, I'm not sure how to describe it.
Number 61, Havelock Sweet.
That guy looked like Prince Charming from Shrek. Some amazing lookalikes here. So that finishes up the ones on floors 7 and 4, and now just the floor 1 traders to deal with. Sounded like I said traders. Silence, traitor. Where are they? Sometimes they're hard to see in the shadows of this room.
Do you collect famous witches and wizard cards? I'll give you card number 36, Joscelind Wadcock, for a number 84, Roland Kegg. Okay,
Right, I remember who
let's
Roland
swap.
Kegg is, actually. He's that
Here you are.
Gobstones guy that I mentioned in one of the episodes. I still haven't looked that up, and I won't, just to keep it a mystery.
Number 36, Joscelind Wadcock.
And... okay,
Do
good,
you
this
want
guy's
to
a
swap
traitor too.
famous witches and wizards cards? I'll give you card number 23, Glenda Chittock, for number 27, Mirabella Plunkett.
Okay,
Okay, let's swap.
Here you are.
Finding all these extra cards really hasn't been as difficult as I imagined it would be.
Number 23, Glenda Chittock.
Also, I've noticed that a couple of these people who we trade with, after we give them a card, they shuffle around.
Do you collect famous witches and wizard cards? I'll give you card number 2, Cornelius Agrippa, for a number 59, Gregory the Smarmy.
And by shuffle around, I mean they just
Okay,
shuffle in their
let's swap.
steps. I didn't mean anything
Here you are.
complicated by that. See that guy?
Number 2, Cornelius Agrippa.
Cornelius Agrippa. He's actually mentioned in one of the Frankenstein book. I know because I read it recently, and I still remember the name, even though my midterms are well over. That was the reason why it was so difficult for me to get episodes up during those 2 weeks. And I've just remembered our 100th wizard card that we need to get. I've actually forgotten about back in this bathroom with the creepy music. It's cleverly hidden in a treasure chest back here that requires our old friend OxyClean. That, of course, discharges on us if we hold it down too long. So let's aim a little bit better. No, it's OxyClean. And we have the last one.
Number 41, Godric Gryffindor.
I say the last. It's the 100th. Now we need to get number 101. And we will do it in a very grand fashion, I assure you. It is actually pretty awesome how you get 101 in this game, and this is the first time I've ever done it, so it's going to be a lot of fun. OxyClean all around. I love weddings. Drinks all around. Alright, we're just going to finish up some ceremonial stuff here. And by that I mean, we're going to see the house points that everyone's gathered by the end of the year. 300 and 250, nothing's changed. Hufflepuff has 200. And we have 531 and an incredible huge pile of rupees. Rupees. And now I will show you 1 through 100 wizard cards. I hope you paused at least one point in that video to see what the cards were actually saying, because that's the reason I'm showing them all to you. And now, to get card number 101. First, you must have all cards numbered 1 through 100. Then, go and talk to none other than Dumbledore himself.
Ah, Harry. I see that you now have 100 unique famous witches and wizards cards in your folio magi. Please, take this card to complete your collection.
Wow, thanks, Professor Dumbledore.
Run along then, Harry.
And how amazing is this? The last card we get is a life upgrade.
Number 101. Harry Potter. Wicked.
Harry Potter! Wicked! Celebrate! Party! 101 wizard cards, 100% completion, luminous balloons all around. And Dumbledore's like, what's going on? And that other kid is just standing there. This is amazing. Finally, all the balloons were put to good use in the end. Kid, you're blocking the way.
Perhaps you should be elsewhere, Harry.
Ah, he's right. We have to attend the ending ceremony. And one last thing. If you charge Flipendo and let it at the right moment, you get a red wand for a little while. Cool thing. I could have told you that long ago.
We come to the end of another most eventful year at Hogwarts. And so, for their many achievements and outstanding commitment to the school, it is with great pleasure that I present the House Cup to Gryffindor.
Look at Malfoy's face. It was definitely worth it. And here's the ending cutscene, so I'll just let you see it.
Ginny! Harry told them everything. For nearly a quarter of an hour he spoke into the rapt silence. He told them about hearing the disembodied voice. How Hermione had finally realized that he was hearing a basilisk in the pipes. How he and Ron, following a hint from Hagrid, had followed the spiders into the forest. That Aragog had told them where the last victim of the basilisk, 50 years before, had died. How he had guessed that Moaning Myrtle had been the victim, and that the entrance to the basilisk's lair, the Chamber of Secrets, might be in her bathroom.
But how did you all get out of there alive?
Well, it had a lot to do with loyalty and friendship.
And courage. Harry, you can't forget that.
Yes, and courage too.
Professor Dumbledore explained that 50 years ago, Lord Voldemort, as the 16-year-old Tom Riddle, had enchanted his diary, and that diary had enchanted Ginny. For it was Lucius Malfoy who had planted Tom Riddle's diary on the hapless Ginny Weasley. And as for Harry, well, once again, he truly was the boy who lived.
And that's about it. The only thing left is really the credits. We did 100% of this game. And the credits are kind of just, they seem like they were just thrown out at the last second. I always like it when people put a little bit of effort into the credits. It's just kind of disappointing to do all that work and then just see a bunch of letters going up on a blue screen. There aren't even any interesting names to look at. Look, that one is literally Bob Smith. It doesn't get much more bland than that. Although Matt Sneap, that's an interesting one. Let's see, any other interesting ones to see? I always enjoy seeing Japanese names, even if a lot of them are samey. Oh, there's one, Yukiko Kano. That must be Japanese. You're a racist. A lot of Robinsons. Emily Robinson, Harry Robinson, Victoria Robinson. Yeah, composed by Jeremy Soule, that's pretty important. And the London Philharmonic Choir. I guess they were the ones who did that Final Battle theme, as well as you're probably hearing a little bit of that in the credits as well. Any other ones? Krieg Van Wyck. Krieg, like Don Krieg. One of the most annoying One Piece arcs, in my opinion. Maybe you don't share that opinion. Maybe you haven't seen it. If you haven't, well, then it's probably best that you didn't watch that one. Danny Bilson. J.K. Rowling. Yeah, it's probably a good idea to thank her. Also, haven't there been, like... Wasn't there already a special thanks, though? I guess they're like, oh, we forgot J.K. Rowling. Edit her back in. Nah, I'm too lazy. Let's just make another column, and add a bunch of people that we'd already mentioned before. Okay. Another special thanks. Thank you, Sandy Yee. Game completed. That was so worth it. We did all of that to see game completed. Alright, this is the end of Waterpark Rangers Let's Play Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. And I assure you, there will be more in the future. See you then.